All right, kindergartners, experts on the farm. You now know that there are animal farms and there are vegetable farms and there are dairy farms. And today I'm going to tell you about the orchard, which is a farm where fruit and nuts grow. These are fruits and vegetables, fruits and nuts that grow on trees. An orchard is a series of trees that are planted on a farm in rows so that they can easily harvest them when it's time to harvest. So here's an example of an orchard, an aerial view coming from the top down, aerial view of an orchard. Look how many rows there are. And here's a beautiful orchard, plum orchard in the springtime, right? Can you guess what kind of orchard this is? This is obviously an apple orchard, right? And here is a man collecting his avocados from his avocado tree. Oranges are another fruit that grow on trees, and California is famous for their orange orchards. But now Florida is also very famous for their orange orchards. Can you guess what kind of orchard this is? These are banana orchards, or sometimes they call them plantations. And here's an up-close view of the banana growing on the tree, which really surprised me when I saw it when I was traveling one time in Costa Rica. These bananas grow up like that. I thought they would be growing down, but there you have it. Here is a nut tree. Can you guess what kind of nut tree this is? It's an almond. And here's the almond orchard in the springtime. Almonds are so yummy and so good for you. Here's another nut tree. This is the walnut. And really it's the fruit we eat. Sometimes we eat the outside of the fruit, and sometimes we eat the inside of the fruit. So in this case, the walnut is the seed of the fruit, and we eat that, right? But in other cases, like the peach, we eat the fruit and not the seed inside. And actually, this is a picture of a walnut orchard, which I wanted to show you because, look, doesn't this look like home? These are the hills that surround the orchard, and it is in California. So we grow so many things in California. And here is a picture of our favorite goats who are helping to take care of the orchards, the trees in the orchard, by eating all the weeds and the fruit that falls down and the leaves, so that the trees can grow strong. And when it's time, and it happens at different times of the year for every fruit and nut, it's time to harvest, right? And here's a picture of people who have had to climb up ladders to harvest each piece of fruit. It's very labor intensive, lots of work. And sometimes you can use a machine to help pick the fruit. So it moves you along and you don't have to go up and down the ladder. It does that for you. Makes it speed up a little bit, and they plop it into this container. But some fruit trees need to be harvested multiple times, like peaches, because they aren't all ripe at the same time. So those have to be hand-picked also. And here I wanted to show you a video of a machine doing some very helpful work of harvesting cherries. So first they pull out this tarp and goes around the bottom of the tree, and you can see this clamp on the tree that's attached to the motor, and it shakes the tree so hard that the cherries fall out. But it doesn't shake it so hard that it hurts the tree. I worried about that, but I learned that that is not a problem, that it's safe for the tree. But it does save a lot of time picking each one of those cherries, right? And then once they've given the tree a good shake, they can move that tarp up and, oh, there it goes, up and through to the conveyor belt. Here it goes. And that way, they don't have to bend down and pick them all up into the conveyor belt. And the conveyor belt moves those cherries along and sorts out the leaves from the cherries. At the very tippy top, there's a blower, and the leaves just blow away while the cherries drop into the container. So now that we have machines in our lives, there are ways to make harvesting the fruit and nuts from orchards a little faster, but it's still a lot of work to get it to our tables, right? And I hope you found out a little something about orchards. Remember, fruit and nuts grow on orchards, and an orchard is just a farm of trees that have been planted in rows, and so that they can be quickly harvested.